Good evening, I'm Terry McFadden. We're following breaking news tonight out of Elkhart County. Several people have reportedly been killed when a van and semi collided on the toll road. It happened around the 103-mile marker east of Elkhart near Bristol around 7:30 this evening. News Center 16's Catherine Rufiner has been on the scene for the last few hours and joins us now live. And Catherine, over the years there have been some horrific accidents on that toll road. It sounds like tonight's ranks among one of the worst.
Tonight certainly is going to be one of the worst, Terry. We were here first on scene, and as you can see, this is a very serious accident. It's a sad night out here on the toll road. And as you said, this is about mile marker 103. Now, what we have heard from police is that this was a minivan carrying about 10 people that supposedly hit a deer. Now, they're still trying to investigate to see if that's what happened, but it appears that when they hit this deer, the lights on the vehicle went out and a semi traveling behind them could not see them and ended up rear-ending this van and pushing the van into the median. Both vehicles ended up in that median. We have been told there are fatalities. That is plural. We do not know how many at this point. We are still waiting to hear confirmation of those numbers. We did speak with a chaplain from Bristol Police Department who told us that helicopters were called out, and 2 of those helicopters were immediately called off, and that is never a good sign, Terry. Now, we do want to make some notes as far as the traffic. It is going to be backed up at least 2 hours while they are out here. Traffic heading eastbound, you should exit on mile marker 96, that's Elkhart East, and if you're heading westbound, exit at mile marker 107. But of course, if you have the option, just stay off the toll roads tonight, Terry.
Okay, and that exit 107, that's the Middlebury-Constantine exit. Catherine, do we know which direction these vehicles were heading when the semi rear-ended the van and went into the median?
We've heard they're going eastbound, but that's still not confirmed at this point. We are still trying to get details. Obviously, police are very busy tonight dealing with families and dealing with these fatalities. We did hear that they were trying to let some vehicles quickly get through. We don't know if those were family members, if those were extra ambulances, but there have been some vehicles coming back and forth through the westbound here. But as you can see, the other lane completely blocked off.
All right, and Catherine, could you kind of explain your vantage point there? You obviously have a good sight of where the accident occurred, but you actually were unable to get down near the crash site, right?
That's right. Actually, I got stopped at about mile marker 100, and I sat there, Terry. It took me about 20 minutes to get up to mile marker 101 and exit there. We were able to make our way to this overpass here where we're able to see the accident. This was the first time just getting up here that we were even able to see those lights down there. So if that gives you any idea how far backed up this traffic is, I mean, if you wouldn't have heard about it, you wouldn't have known what was going on tonight.
All right, Catherine Rufiner reporting live tonight, and of course we will check back with you later in this newscast for some updates. Thank you, Catherine. We're continuing to follow breaking news tonight out of Elkhart County, where a deadly accident has shut down traffic on the toll road in both directions near mile marker 103. News Center 16's Catherine Rufiner rejoins us now live. And Catherine, what's the latest?
Terry, we haven't heard a lot of information different than what we told you before, but what I can tell you is we did speak with a woman who said she was down near the scene of the crash that you can see behind me, and she told us that she saw a lot more than she wanted to. We have heard that there are fatalities, however, police have not confirmed how many fatalities yet at this point. We do have it confirmed there were 5 helicopters total that were initially called out. 2 of those immediately called off, which is never a good sign. And in this case, what we know is there was a minivan involved, 10 people in that minivan, and they were traveling, and from what we've been hearing, they may have hit a deer. And when that happened, their lights had gone out on the vehicle. They were rear-ended by a semi. Both vehicles pushed into the median, and that is what we've been hearing. Traffic backed up all the way back to mile marker about 100. Traffic expected to stay backed up for about 2 hours, Terry.
All right, Catherine Rufiner reporting live from the toll road, and we'll check back in with you at the end of our newscasts. Thank you, Catherine. And finally tonight, we want to update you on that breaking news that we've been following since the beginning of this newscast. Several people are reportedly dead after a van and semi collided on the toll road in Elkhart County. News Center 16's Catherine Rufner has been on the scene all night. She joins us once again. Catherine, have we learned the number of fatalities?
Terry, we have, and let me tell you, this is one of the worst accidents that I have ever reported on. 7 people confirmed dead at this point. 2 more taken by Life Alert helicopter. 2 more also taken in ambulance. Here's what we know at this point. A minivan carrying 10 people was traveling east on the toll road back here when they hit a deer. And we have been told by some sources that the minivan's lights went out and that they were hit by a semi behind them. We're showing you some pictures from an eyewitness reporter who is down here who has sent these photos to us. Her name's Melissa. Now, that semi hit the minivan into the median, and both vehicles then flew into that median. And in the second photo here, you can also see a stretcher there in the background. Obviously, many crews out on scene tonight. Westbound traffic has started to move again. Very slowly moving westbound traffic at this point. Eastbound starting to crawl at this point as well. Traffic is still expected to be backed up for about 2 hours though, Terry.
All right, Catherine Rufner reporting live tonight from just a dreadful scene on the toll road.